Hello everyone, this is your captain speaking. Welcome to the DHC Network, and today I got a top 5 video for you guys. This top 5 video is more of an update to a video that I made a year ago. It was called top 5 mistakes that Treyarch made that should avoid for their next installment. Well, in this video, after playing Cold War and playing everything as the feature, I think they did a lot of things right. I think they learned from their past mistakes, and I think it's time for me to address them. If they keep this up, I think I wouldn't doubt them no more. So let's go ahead and begin this top 5 video. So enough of me talking. Let's get straight to the video, shall we? So starting at number 5, we got no futuristic stuff. So it was pretty an obvious one, because basically it's called Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Because I think it would take place in the past, though. It was actually a good direction that Treyarch made. But you know, like I said, it's obvious. But could you imagine if this game was in the future, but it's called Cold War? It would make absolutely no sense. Like, that'd be a disaster. You know, I think that's where Treyarch would definitely go downhill. But they probably learned that mistake after their last 2 installments of Black Ops 3 and 4. So I think they took that for granted and they actually did something right. So yeah, so I'm actually happy they're going the right direction. But who knows what they're gonna do in their next installment. So so let's see what the future holds. So yeah, no more futuristic stuff, and that's something I'm very grateful of. Up next at number 4 is no loot boxes. So Treyarch stopped doing loot boxes after the whole loot box removal, because now it's a crime. But I'm happy that loot boxes are fully gone already. But instead, what they did different, they added a battle pass similar to that of some other games. But what I like about how they did is they're guaranteed. Like, for example, if you want to get a brand new weapon, you're guaranteed to get it. They did that in Modern Warfare. I think you do the same thing in Cold War. As you guys see here, for example, let's look at a weapon real quick, and a weapon that's not in the day one, you see that there's challenges only to unlock weapons. You know, they're kind of sort of absurd hard, but I welcome that. You know, there's something I can pull off by myself. This is something they should have done a long time ago instead of loot boxes. I wish they could revert that, or just unlock them for free. You know, that could have been good for the community. But this I accept, and I'm actually happy that I prefer the battle pass over the loot boxes. Because, you know, everybody, you know, you're not guaranteed to win anything. For those who remember my Black Ops 3 video when I had so many crypto keys ready, and somehow I didn't get everything. And even the guaranteed weapon I got on knife was a stupid carbon, which pissed me off. But this is such an improvement, which I'm happy. So, they gotta keep doing this, and I think in the future we'll guarantee to get free weapons soon in the future. So, this was a great addition. I think Treyarch did learn a big mistake on this one. So, yep, no more loot boxes, folks. Next at number 3 is not having its own Battle Royale. So, after the release of Blackout, that one has been a very terrible addition. And plus, that was the cause of not having a campaign. And you know, Blackout was, you know, it was no good. And the reason for that is because, it wasn't good. It's never been updated. It was just a disaster. However, though, what they did with Cold War is basically they merged it with Modern Warfare's Warzone, which I welcome with that addition. The reason for that because combining both Warzone and Modern Warfare is actually, I mean, yeah, Modern Warfare and Cold War is actually a really good thing they did, you know. And you guys know I don't like Battle Royale, but when it comes to Warzone, I actually like it. You know, I just like play for fun. You know, I don't care if I win or not. It's just in the rare occurrence that I never thought they'll ever do something like this, like putting Cold War Modern Warfare content together in one, which is a really smart move, and I actually like that. You know, like, and the thing is with that is basically what I like about Warzone is, you know, it's like it has more features, more game modes. Like Blackout, they had none of that. It had none of that. It was so bland, and you can't even use custom weapons. You have to go rely on bland weapons all over the map. You have to build your weapons, picking up attachment and all that. It sucked. But however, though, I'm glad that Cold War doesn't have his own battle royale, because If it did, I hope Treyarch didn't learn the lesson, because who knows, they would make it good or they make it even worse. But using Modern Warfare, Warzone, I actually like that. You know, it was like a good way of doing it. So I welcome that. You know, I'm happy. You know, it was something new, something fresh. You know, even though Warzone is part of Modern Warfare still, but I'm cool with it. You know, I'm actually happy with Cold War's content to Warzone. I really don't mind. I like it. So this is a great addition, and if there is any other Call of Duty games gonna go with that, I think they should definitely go that way. So yep, no personal battle royale for Cold War, and I'm happy with this. Next at number 2, we got a better zombies game mode. So from the last game that they made, Black Ops 4, the zombie game mode was absolutely bad. Well, to be honest, actually not bad, because I like its customization, but however, I think what people hated is how they did the perk system. Basically, you pick the 4 perks you want to go with, and they're pretty much located on, I guess, their personal location. So what's so bad about that is basically they didn't have the classic perk. They didn't have Juggernaut. They did not have Speed Cola. They didn't have Double Tap Root Beer. They did have Quick Revive, but I think Quick Revive was pretty much revamped at that time. And the maps were not very interesting. I think the only map that people would play was Blood of the Dead, which pretty much a redux of Mob of the Dead, a classic map from Black Ops 2. You know, that's what the only map I like, but the other maps, they're pretty not that good, you know. Some people may like it, surprisingly, but, you know, that's fine, but it wasn't that good, to be honest. You know, Zombies was not that good, but however what they did in Cold War, it was actually a much better improvement, even though the only difference is basically you can pick your own startup weapon. That's what people preferred. You know, it was alright though. I welcomed that, but personally, I could have went with the old school one. You just basically having a starting pistol and buy weapons and all that. You know, I'm fine with that. It's just it's just, you know, people. You know, if I like it, I'm cool with it. You know, like it's a new addition, but I could have stuck with the old school one like they did in Black Ops 1 and 2. But honestly, you know, I'm cool with this. You know, I don't mind this variant. You know, what I like about this zombie game was basically, 1, you got yourself a little map. 2, it shows and you have ammo crates, which is a brand new feature which I really welcome to. The ammo crates were a good thing, because I know there's back in the day always running out of ammo was also could be a pain in the butt. You know, it was one things that are so annoying, but at the same time it's a challenge. But I do welcome the ammo crates. You know, that's a new addition. The map is very useful too when you try to find your weapons, knowing where you go. That's actually a good thing that they actually did. So the zombies is actually good. I actually like to play this more often, you know. So this is actually a good job to Treyarch on this one. They actually stepped up their game. So there's that, and I'm actually happy with the zombies game mode. Before we get to number 1, I just want to make one honorable mention. That's no specialist. And the reason I picked this one because in the last 2 Black Ops games they had specialists that kept repeating and had his own special abilities. However, though, it looks like they never brought specialists back to Warzone, but instead they did the same formula as Modern Warfare, basically play as a different character. You know, actually I approve with this. You know, it's a very good addition, because, you know, I'd rather play as any character with no abilities. You know, make sure all skins are the same with no advantages. You know, I like that though. However, though, the reason this is that my honorable mention, because from that video I mentioned earlier, the one I made a year ago about the 5 mistakes Treyarch made, they didn't bring back the 6 fractions or 6 teams, but they stuck with the same 2, which I kind of knew they weren't gonna do that, because they stopped doing it after Black Ops 2. So pretty much, you know, it's fine with no specialists, but it would be nice to bring back the 6 factions again. But this, I'm actually happy there's no more specialists. So that's a really good thing, and I'm very happy with it. And number 1, the number 1 thing that Treyarch did right so far is basically bring back a campaign. So Black Ops 4 was a disaster. You know, I hate bringing that up all the time. It's an alright game, but in my opinion, it's the worst. But a Call of Duty with no campaign. It's just ridiculous. I don't know why they chose to go that direction. Well, basically, it just, I guess Blackout. You know, Blackout was a massive failure. They could have done so much better. You know, that could have been a good opportunity to connect the Black Ops 2 story to Black Ops 3, but unfortunately, Treyarch did not. It shows like, you know what, no campaign, so we're gonna add Battle Royale instead. That was a massive letdown. So they actually did that in Cold War, which is actually a smart move. You know, the campaign's actually not too bad, but however though, you know, they bring back some classic characters like Woods, Mason, and Hudson, along with additional new characters. But the only thing I didn't get the story is I will talk about this in another video. Something about the timeline. So but about having a campaign though, it's pretty much the most important thing. You know, most people are more into multiplayer, but I think some people prefer to play campaign, including myself, because you know, I like to make content from playing the campaign. So that's one thing, like, because you know, without a campaign, you're just missing. That's like a very important piece of the game. You know, like, it's like I mentioned this before for that same video I made a year ago. How are you gonna have macaroni and cheese, but you're forgetting the macaroni? That's the most important ingredient. That's one thing true. That's why I kind of consider Black Ops 4 the worst Call of Duty. Some people may prefer World War II. Some people say Infinite Warfare. For me, it's gonna be Black Ops 4. So if it had a campaign, it could have been a little bit higher on the list, only because it was futuristic. But at the same time, I'm actually happy they add a campaign. It's pretty obvious because, you know, if they learn that mistake, why repeat it again? It'll be really dumb themselves to not add a campaign again. If they did that, Treyarch people could have criticized Treyarch a lot and talk negative about it. You know, I don't blame them because the campaign is one of the most important features in the Call of Duty game. But I know people prefer to play multiplayer. That's fine, but you gotta add a campaign because you don't know what to play with other people and all that. Yeah, there's an option to play solo, but you want to add more elements to it, and that's why a campaign is very important. So yeah. So what do you guys think? You guys agree with this list? There's other things that Treyarch did right in this game? Let me know down in the comments down below. So ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, new here, and subscribe. This is my top 5 things Treyarch did right. So as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and welcome to the DHC Network. This is your captain speaking, signing out.